Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Coach Gary, the founder of 30 Minute Millionaire. I'm very excited this morning to be talking to you about Google Hangouts on the air. This is a program that Google has created to allow you not only to do a session on Google Hangouts on the air, where you can actually have 10 people that could be in a video conference with you and over hundreds of people watching you, and when you broadcast the program. Now, what's really unique and really phenomenal about this is also you can build a YouTube channel where you get three links from this thing. You get an event link in Google. You also get a link on YouTube that this is recorded to automatically. You don't have to do anything except do these sessions. And then the third one is you get an embed code that you can put it on your website or your blog site, which can further get you out there in the public and create your following. But before I go into it, I want to give a special recognition to my good friend, Bill Ebert, who basically taught me the mechanics of how to do this. And when I first looked at it, I struggled with it. Bill will probably tell you that. And but I listened to Bill and I learned everything he taught me. And then I went on, on YouTube and I started watching tutorials on how to do it. And then I also watched all the tutorials that Google Hangouts offered you. And they've done a good job. And I'm going to walk you through it today, a good job of teaching you how to do these incredible Google Hangouts that are free. And by the way, what happened is I started doing this Monday Morning Mentor probably a little over a year ago. And today I have a huge international following, a huge national following. We're posting these, both the invitations and the recorded videos, to over 220,000 people a week are getting this, and then people are passing them on to other people. So the key here is how do you build a following? How do you build an audience? Well, the first thing you have to do is really start writing content and value and bring that content and value to your audience. Now, as you start doing this, you got to start connecting with people. And as you start connecting with people on all the social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now Google Plus, when you start connecting with people, what you're doing is you're creating what I call, a reverse inertia. That means people are going to start connecting with you. And that's really how you create that following. And when you're offering content and value to people, okay, go ahead and have those people share it. I do it free every Monday morning. If you've been following me now, I do these very valuable lessons on how to build your business on the internet using social media practices. So have those people share it with other people and encourage them to do that, to pay it forward. And that's how you get going on that. With that being said, I'm going to take you on and do our lesson today. And I'm very excited about this lesson. And we're going to go from here. So let's do our screen share. And we can get it right up right now. All right, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down so you can see it. All right, here we go. Now, again, this is, last week I did Hangouts just for social purposes, having all your friends on it, but this is Hangouts on the air. The difference is these get recorded with 3 different links, all right, that you can, again, you can embed that in your website, and I'm going to walk you through how you do that, and also these links go into your YouTube channel. Now, I'm going to start by telling you that you want to create a brand and a brand message. Very important that people recognize who you are and what you're doing and your purpose to help them. So in less than 1 year, I built an international following using Google Hangouts on the air. I created a brand called 30 Minute Millionaire. I've had the brand for a while, but it's just this last year I really got this brand really moving in the right direction. And by using my blog site along with Hangouts, I gathered a national and international following of thousands of people. Now my articles and teachings are actually posted and by LinkedIn, and which I'm very excited about, very humbled by. And we post them over to 220,000 people every single week. So I'm very excited about that. And everything I'm going to share with you today is step by step of how I got this started. So this is it's exciting for me to share it. I've never shared it, like this with people. I'm a professional coach, and usually I coach people and they pay me money to teach you what I'm going to teach you today. So I'm excited. I'm going to release it to you. Very powerful. I hope a lot of you that really want to get up the ladder here and help a lot of people and get accomplished in what you do, that this is the way you do it, okay? So in a series of lessons, I'll walk you through step by step how I accomplished this. So the first thing you need to know is click on Google Hangouts on the air. On the air is the one that records to events, keeps a record of that event, as well as records to YouTube and gives you links to embed on your website or your blog site. So keep that in mind. that Hangouts is different. Hangouts is the recorded one, all right? So here's what we have. Google offers some of the most incredible, let me slow this down so you can read it with me. Google offers one of the most incredible tools of building a client following or downline for MLM leaders I have ever seen. Now, I'm going to stop and preference this. I teach the warm market and I teach local market, and I also teach the digital and social media markets. I'm finding that the people that succeed, and I've got people and I coach that make, $100,000 to $200,000 a month. And I got to be honest with you, most of those people do it in balance. They tap the warm market, they're connected in their communities, and they're connected online. So it's not just one or the other. And now I know some people that have gone all the way to the top of the comp plan, making $1 million a year in network marketing in the direct sales industry that just use nothing but social media. That is true. And I know a few of my friends, but most of them that are very, very industry leaders and very successful have done it in balance. So just keep that in mind. All right. This is a perfect for coaches and trainers that want to create a following. The platform is free and it's easy to learn. Okay. Except if I'm your student, and Bill will tell you, I had to ask the question 3 times to understand it. So if I could do it, you could do it. All right. Most of all, Hangouts is recorded to YouTube. So there's a video record of your training. Now that video record is there forever. People can go to it, a year down the road, 2 years down the road. And by the way, YouTube is looking for valuable content. When I don't publish mine publicly, they actually send me an email and ask me to do it. Is that crazy? I got so well known with LinkedIn and YouTube that YouTube actually gets behind. I know a lot of people have problems. Sometimes YouTube pulls it off and so on, but YouTube actually gets behind me and wants me to publish my teachings publicly because why? I endorse them and I support them. Each week, my Monday Morning Mentor classes are emailed to thousands of followers and posted on thousands of websites, who is in gratitude for the teachings that I provide to them. And here's the best part. They send it out to their friends and their followers. So I'm helping a lot of people in the direct sales industry, even though I have my own company and I work in, with the company I work with, but I do this free for the whole industry. So I'm very liberal and very generous with my teachings. In this lesson, I'll show you how to create a Google Hangout on the air, step by step, in the following lessons. And I'll show you how to brand yourself and create a following for thousands, okay, that will follow you. It's not that hard to do, but it all starts with content. Now, I know a lot of you out there, they're social media savvy, do your PLR, okay, private label rights, and then you spin it and you buy a spinner. Stop it. Let me be clear with you. Stop it. All you're doing is publishing somebody else's content and you don't own the content and you're not bringing any justice to yourself. You can write your content. I'm going to stop right now and show you that you can write your content very easily. All you have to do is make a list I say make a list of 40 of pain items in your market that people need to resolve. Find the pain, right? Write the article by asking questions, write out a list of 40 of those. And then write your content around what if you don't do it. Agitate them a little bit and then bring a solution to that problem. That's it. It's that simple. Okay, so find the pain, ask a question, agitate them. What happens if you don't do it? And then be a solutions provider and write the solutions. It's that simple, folks. Okay, so nothing there. If you need a little session with me to help you out there, you know how to get a hold of me. All right, so follow me as I set up my Monday Morning Mentor class where I teach Internet Insights. Hangouts on the air allows you to invite about 10 video hosts. Now, I don't do that when I teach Monday Morning Mentor. I'm the only host here. You do the broad width or the band on this does get a little weak when you bring in more and more people, especially if you're bringing them in from different parts of the world. So I would only suggest 1 to 3 people on Hangouts. Unless you got a local team, 10 are fine. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, I heard the number of viewers is unlimited. I've also heard it's limited to 100 people. But again, I don't know that for sure. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, the link you send to host is different than the one you send to viewers. That's true. So what I mean by that? Well, you're going to send out, what we call your event, okay, URL, and people can get ready for that and they can put it in their calendars immediately. And but when you have a host or guest speakers on, you must copy when you open it up, when you start the program, okay, before you start the recording, you go ahead and copy the URL, and you have to send that to the guest speakers that you invited immediately. Now, I don't know why it's like that. I don't like the fact that it's like that, but that's the way it is. Okay, so the guest speakers are going to get their URL, which is different from the event URL, about 5 minutes before you actually do the broadcast and the recording. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, guest speakers, Monday morning broadcast, because the bandwidth starts thinning. Again, not everyone speaking has an updated computer or a tablet, so keep that in mind. Not everybody out there is going to be state of the art, so you got to keep it in mind. That's why the bandwidth is important here, okay? All right, for a team conference, I do get 10 leaders on a video conference, which is a lot of fun. And however, in this session, okay, or lesson, I'm only going to be teaching about video broadcast, not doing a video conference. So keep that in mind. It's perfect for team conferencing. It's perfect for what I call fireside chats, when you get your team together every week, and you do these huddles, or you do a fireside chat where you get 2 or 3 prospects, and and you're the big kahuna, and you come on and you share why you got in the business and how much you love everything about the company. All right. So that's there for you. So you could use it a lot of ways. Basically, I call it Starbucks on social media. All right. Starbucks and Pete's on social media. I don't want to leave Pete's out here. All right, some of the neat features of Hangouts on the air. Well, first of all, understand that you're going to be broadcasting live HD on Google and YouTube. How cool is that? And being able to post to your website HD. Usually what I like to do is keep the pixels. I think 1280 by 720, and that kind of like gives a real good clarity there. But you could do it lower pixels if you need to, or resolutions, okay? So the other thing is, you add Hangouts on the air or recorded to your YouTube channel automatically, which I was telling you, that's really, really great. And then obviously you take the audience questions. It does have a lot of fun things that you could do, a lot of fun features. You can actually do a chat. So I mean a chat box, so people can write their questions in as you give your lessons and recordings. That's a lot of fun. And it also has a lot of customization, which, just go to my blog site at 30minute-millionaire.com. Last week, I went through a lot of the customization, and I became a pirate and had a lot of fun with it. So there's a lot of fun things that you could do. They got a whiteboard on here. So they really did a good job of allowing you a lot of flexibility to really give illustrations to your points and demonstrations, okay? And plus the screen share, which is really cool, like we're doing now. Hangouts allows HD broadcast live to Google, records on YouTube or your website. Other features include live chat box questions. I went over that from the audience. You can also customize your experience for the audience and make a little bit of fun. I did that last week. Hangout is an amazing tool to build home-based businesses nationally and internationally, because it allows you to connect and build a community online. Now, believe it or not, online communities are very powerful. You can find leaders in different countries or different cities throughout the United States, Canada. And the beautiful thing about it is, in that leader, you could build that team and show them how to build it locally, as well as nationally and internationally. Again, I'm going to be doing more lessons, on how to build your business on the digital market. So keep in mind, those are all going to come. So I'm going to help you to find those leaders and build your teams and build your organization. Very cool stuff. Okay, great thing is that all your actions and illustrations are being recorded automatically. You don't have to fool with them, man. It's done. Bam, it's over with, okay? I spent hours on iMovie, and when I had my PC, I did it on Microsoft, but the point is, I spent hours on those movie channels. My God, it just ate up my day, and it took so long, to convert them to MP4s. I mean, you don't have to do any of that. It's so cool, okay? All right, make sure you have set up your YouTube channel and branded it to your name and your brand. Now, here's the key. You're going to be doing Google a great favor, but if you just run it in your name, but you want to create a brand for yourself. And the brand needs to have a purpose, and the brand needs to have a message. So keep that in mind. I did 30-Minute Millionaire because I wanted people to learn how they can create a massive income by using these techniques and leveraging their time by bringing in virtual assistants, which I have. I have a virtual assistant. I just love her. She lives in Serbia. She does all of my connects to over 220,000 people a week, post all my articles on Buffer. Everything is done for me by this incredible lady. I just adore her and her family. And she works for me, and I couldn't do this without her. So keep in mind, you got to leverage your time and manage your control. So when I say you can make $1 million a year in 30 minutes, I'm not kidding, folks. You just have to follow my teachings, and you can see that I actually do that. All right. Make sure you have set up your YouTube channel and branded it to your name or your brand. Very important that that brand carries through your YouTube channel, your blog site, your website. So you want to be congruent with everything you're doing in your branding. A lot of people have it scattered all over. Hey, I'm a coach here, I'm a consultant over here, and I, jack of all trades, master of none. And I'm going to tell all you guys that want to dabble in everything, you're never going to be accomplished in anything. I'm going to say it again. If you're going to dabble in everything, you're never going to be accomplished with anything. So keep that in mind. Okay. Be focused on what you're doing, be consistent with what you're doing, and create that brand and be an expert at that brand. This is important to create the following. If you need help with branding, okay, you can go to my blog site. I wrote a whole article on branding. Again, I'm going to write more articles on branding. Not only do you have to brand yourself, okay, and you have to write compelling headlines, but you got to write summaries that are what? SEO, search engine optimized, so people could find them. Okay, because Google searches now for content. I promise you they do. That's why I get letters. Hey, you didn't publish this, you didn't publish that, please publish it. And they ask me to publish my articles, which I'm humbled by. Okay, so I never thought I'd get to the point where I'd be asked by LinkedIn and Google to publish my articles. So I get what a great compliment that is. Okay, when setting up your Google Hangouts on the air, make sure you click on Hangouts and not the events. It's very important. If you click on an event, you're not going to get the Hangouts and the recording and all the things I'm teaching you. So remember, it's Google Hangouts on the air. That's the difference. Events is where your Hangouts are recorded and stored. All right. So also, I will provide future lessons on building your circles of influence in Hangouts. What does that mean? Well, you got to create a following. You got to promote everything you do. So remember, there's a lot of promoting with what I teach to get the following up there. You know, have you ever noticed anybody who runs for office? Okay, what do? They're campaigning for that office. They're talking to everybody. My gosh, they're kissing babies, shaking hands. All right. You got to campaign. It doesn't happen by accident. You know, everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to write an article. I'm going to put it on the, on social media, and I'm going to drive traffic to thousands of traffic, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit back and collect the money. Folks, that's a myth. It does not work that way. I tried it all. It does not work that way. Okay. Anytime you're going to make money, you got to roll up your sleeves, get a lunch bucket, put a pair of overalls on. There's work involved. Okay. Now you can do a lot of work and not get anywhere, or you can follow what I'm teaching you and you can get what you want. All right. So that's the difference. You're going to work hard, but I'm giving you a great road to follow and a great system to follow that I've done. I'm a subject of my own teachings. I'll just be honest with you. I don't teach what I haven't done. I teach what I've done, so you can have the benefit of knowing what I've done wrong too, because I screwed up a lot. Okay, let's begin by clicking on Hangouts on the icon, drop-down menu, and here's what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. See, I circled it for you right there. That's the little green thing. I don't know what you'd call that little green icon. Like a little face with two eyeballs in it. The neck is crooked. But anyway, that's what it is. You click on that little icon for Hangouts, and away you go. On top there, you can see Home, Hangouts on the Air, Video Hangouts. You want Hangouts on the air. Hangouts will open up, and here's what your box looks like. As soon as you click on that, it opens up. Now you write a compelling headline. Google Hangouts for Business. It's very compelling. People want to know how to use it in business. Monday Morning Mentor teaches you how to set up a Google Hangout, okay, on the air and broadcast to hundreds of people. Well, in the body, don't start selling. Tell people what you're going to learn, and then tell them tell them what they're going to learn, and tell them the benefits of learning it. See, the benefits are this technique will help you. Here's the benefit. Okay, if you're a business coach and email leader, to attract a great number of followers. That's what it is. Now you could put down your time, now or later, like I do, and you could create your circles. Next week, we're going to talk about building your circles and building your following. Now you can see here, I got public, and I also have a business in Asante, which I have a group that follows me there. And then I click share, and now it goes out and it posts to all these people automatically with one click. Boom, everybody knows it. And then my personal assistant and social media strategist, Masha, actually posts that to all those 220,000 people on those sites. Okay, I never know who's watching me. I get emails from all over the world. It's amazing. Okay, make sure it is popular subject that carries a how-to message. Keep that in mind. Make sure it's a popular subject, okay, because people will attract if it's popular. People want to know it. I can tell you right now that whenever I talked about Google Hangouts, I got more people viewing it and following it than anything else. Okay, Google Hangouts is really popular right now. Okay, make sure it's a how-to message and people are hungry to learn. Education is very powerful. I got to tell you. Okay, if you're selling and pushing and promoting, yourself and your links and your business, no, 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 stop, stop. Make it educational, make it informative, be a person of content and value to your followers. That's the most important thing. Everything I do right now for my people is free. That's why I got the following that I have. And people ask me, well, Gary, how do you make money? They'll come to you, they'll ask you. You don't even have to ask them. Okay. In the following summary, always tell them what they will learn and list the benefit of learning it. Very simple, easy to do, a lot of fun. Okay. You have two choices of broadcasting your Hangout, now or later. Then you choose later and you set up your calendar and you got time to promote it. That's all it really is. Here it is down here. Okay, so you can see you already posted this July 13th. We're doing it right now, 8:30 a.m. And away we go. It's that much fun. It's so easy. The audience has a couple of choices here, public or Asante. Public is the total number of followers that you have in your circle. So when I make it public, on Google Hangouts, I'm going to show you how to build up your circles. All right. So if you're in Google Hangouts and you registered, this is really cool. You'll be able to do that. So again, and you can have your own circles, and we're going to teach you why. I have one for friends and family. I have one for my 30-minute millionaire coaching business, and I have one for my Asante, which is a great residual income. So all of that's there for you. Okay. If you overload this, sometimes Google Hangouts will block you from posting it to so many people. So, but here's a trick that Bill taught me. You just go ahead and you click on the last event that you did, and then you duplicate the event, and then you pick up all the people that you emailed it to, and then you want to add a few people, you can just add that too. It's like really cool, so you can get around it. All right, so there's a get around, very quick. There's a tip right there. All right, so this is already here. Google, limits the number of people you can share with or invite. I don't know why they do that, but they do. So you have to watch your numbers. So to get around that, again, you go to your last event, click on that, duplicate it. It already has all the people in it, and then you set it out from there, and you just get right through it. Okay. All right. So there's a little tip that Google's not going to teach you. Okay, Google Hangouts allows you to edit your theme and brand yourself. How cool is that? I love this. Bill taught me this. Simply click on and change your theme when you're ready to do it. This is how I branded myself and became very popular. Now, this is what it looks like when you don't brand yourself. Right here, it says change your theme. It also says, it also has all your header on there and your summary on there, and you're all ready to go. So let's look at the difference when I loaded my brand on here. See the difference? There it is, Gary Messeri's 30-Minute Millionaire Internet Insights. So it's all right there. The brand's right there. There's the dimensions, 1200 to 300 pixels. So you have to kind of play with a little bit. But once you get it there, it loads it beautifully and with clarity and in HD. So it's all there for you. Make sure your brand is carried throughout blog site, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all your other platforms. Be congruent with your plan. We talked about that. Don't confuse people. Bring clarity to people. Everybody wants to know me as a 30-minute millionaire who teaches the internet and how to build your business on social media. Very easy. When you go to your meetup groups and, you're at a BNI meeting or a Successful Thinkers meeting or Go Ramp Up, very easy. What do you do for a living? Hey, I teach social media. Okay, I teach social media and internet insights. I do a Monday morning mentor program to help people build their businesses and grow their following. That's all. Very simple. Once I'm branded, I'm saved, I'm ready to go. Here's what it looks like. Look at this. Isn't that great? It's all there ready. Now, what you don't want to do is click on the play button because you haven't recorded this. Okay, it's being scheduled. You got to click on the start button, that little blue on the bottom. So don't mess up and click on the play button. That's after you do it. That's on the event section. Okay, so all right. So I want to call your attention to the details. Hold on, I know I'm strolling here. I want to call your attention to the details on the far right bottom. Notice that this is a public event and has my name as the creator. There's a good reason for this. I want my followers to know my brand and my name. Gary Messeri is 30-Minute Millionaire. Okay, that's why I do that. Okay, also look at the links. Okay, and click on them. 3 links pop up: event page, YouTube, video, okay, and your website. This is all taken care of for you. All right. Okay, now the other thing I do when this event is done, I post this on all my social media platforms. I have my personal assistant and social media strategist post all of this for me. So here's the event page, here's the YouTube page, and here's the video. And she embeds them on my blog site. So you can go see it. I didn't show it to you in this lesson, but you can go to the number 30, the word minute dash millionaire.com, and you can see it. And if you haven't registered there, if you registered there, I don't sell anything on that. I give you a weekly notice when my events are going to happen. And I also email you the Monday Morning Mentor training video and the PDF download. So you got everything automatically given to you if you happen to be on vacation or you missed an event. Again, it's one of those subscriptions that you don't have to unsubscribe, because all I'm doing is providing value to you on how you can build your business using social media techniques. All right. Okay. You can also send out your event links and your YouTube links ahead of schedule. How cool is that? Okay. So you can notify people and invite them. Hey, I'm going to be doing this incredible, on the air hangout, and I'm teaching. And so, here's the benefits of here's what you're going to learn. And here's the benefits of what you're going to learn. And you can send that out and start building your following. So now you're ready to start your event. 5 minutes before the broadcast time, I hit the little blue button on the left side down there. Do not hit the arrow. I covered that with you already. I'm doing it twice. I want to make sure you get that. A lot of people still screw this up and hit the arrow in the middle. Once you start your event, you can send your URL of the event to your guest speakers. This allows them to join by video. Okay. Again, you have to hit the URL on the top and send that to your people, or you can put it in the chat box and people can find it. But I like to have my guests ahead of time, and we get about 5 minutes of strategy talk, and then we go on. So we're all congruent, and we get this single purpose message, and people don't get confused by it. All right, when you see the start broadcast button, that's it. Hit the button, man. You're recording. You're ready to go. When finished, you hit the stop broadcast. All right, all your sessions, records to YouTube. There are several ways you can follow along. Now, my teaching. Now, this is really cool. I always put how people can follow me. Here it is on my blog site. Again, I'm not throwing links at people. I'm throwing value and content at people. And then they follow me because they want the value and content. I get so many people trying to recruit me, and they just shoot, hey, watch this link. Hey, I see you're very popular, blah, blah, blah. And this, this opportunity could work for you. I get 3 or 4 of those a day. Folks, I got to tell you, sometimes I just cry, because that's not building a relationship of know, like, and trust, and finding out how you can help somebody move their business forward and helping them. It's all about you, or me, 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 me. This is about giving to people and helping people move their lives forward. Okay, I want them to have a better way and a better life. So when you get that attitude and that gratitude in mind, understand you become a tool to help people move their lives forward. And that's what we do here. We help people move their lives forward. When you create a following like that, and you become such a person of attraction because of the value that you're offering people, you don't have to ask people or tell people what you do. People are going to ask you what you do. Hey, what do you do, Gary? How are you making that kind of money? How do you create that following? 220,000 people a week. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay. Secondly, you can join me every Monday morning on Google Hangouts, where I teach it for free. All right. Where I teach on social media marketing. There it is right there. Google.com/plus Gary Massera. You can find me. And then the other way is you can follow me on my YouTube under Gary Massera Marketing. Now, I'm going to show you something here. See, I messed up because that my YouTube channel needs to be 30-Minute Millionaire. So I've got to change that to be 30-minute. My name's there, but my YouTube channel needs to be 30-Minute Millionaire. I just learned that from one of my social media guys that works with me. And he said, Gary, you're missing, you got to get all 3 of them lined up. So again, I'm continually learning. I'm going to pass on to you. As I learn, you'll learn. Lastly, you can reach me at 30minutemillionaire.com. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer, or anything you'd like me to teach, I'm always there for you. If you want a 5-10 minute session, I never say no to my following or my friends. I don't care what MLM or direct sales industry you're in. I will help you if you need help. Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to stop the screen sharing. I'm going to come back on for a minute here. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Okay. All right. All right. So with this being said, here's my message for you. Okay. Go learn Google Hangouts on the air. Go get your brand, for your blog site or your website. Go get your brand. Start writing your own content. Don't borrow and steal other people's content. Find a subject that you're really excited about, something that you really feel that you're purpose-driven about, and you want to share that with the world. If you had 6 months to live and you had a message in your heart, what would it be? That's the clue of, your gift and your talent and what you want to share with people. And just develop that and grow that. And it'll come alive for you. I like what Les Brown says. He says that, it's never over till you win. It's not over until you win. So that's my message to you. Take some time, learn this. It's real easy. Watch the tutorials and start building your brand, building your message, and start writing those articles and posting them just like I do. Follow along with what I'm doing. And I promise you, you're going to reach thousands and thousands of people, and your money issues will just slowly go away. Okay? I promise. All right. It's Coach Gary. I'll see you next week. God bless. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.